The passion of the plover. I like fishing. I like to get out into the great outdoors and test myself against nature. However, no amount of equipment could have prepared me for what happened one morning as I happily strolled towards my favourite fishing bank. With both hands full, carrying rods and a bucket, my defensive techniques must have looked really comical to anyone who happened to be watching on. I was no match for the passion of the plover that day. A grassy park between the car park and the water was all that needed to be crossed to begin my day's fishing. I'd walked the path many a time, but this one particular morning, an angry plover, full of passion for protecting its nest, decided that I would not pass. "Not on my watch," said the plover. Now at first I didn't notice the bird stalking me until I heard what sounded like a handful of bird curse words come from a little tiny plover that had its neck bent and its stalking shoes on, and when it flew at me with all of its passionate parenthood, squawking as it flew, I did not think to put down my equipment and do whatever it is you're supposed to do when you're attacked by a bird. They did not cover this in the Weekend Warrior Fisherman Plover Self-Defense Handbook. So I was completely overpowered and without a go-to move of any sort. The little bird caught me totally off guard and I fell victim to that little plugger. Have you ever faced such a passionate plover before? In life, maybe? So there I was, waving my heavy fishing bucket in one direction and my fishing rods in the other. Now, if you've ever tried holding 3 fishing rods in one hand, you'll know something about how difficult that can actually be. And all 3 rods, while still in my hand, skewed off at both ends, leaving me looking as though I was holding an oversized letter X. Now, as the plover kept up its attack, I was beginning to look nothing like Bruce Lee from one of his famous martial arts scenes, but I looked more like Jackie Chan's monkey. Not that there's anything wrong with Jackie Chan's monkey. I waved my buckets this direction and my letter X in that direction. I'm sure I even heard the plover start laughing at me at one stage. Now, thinking back on my humiliating defeat that day at the hands of a passionate plover, I couldn't help thinking about how it drew some interesting parallels in life. The plover wasn't at fault, not at all. It was doing what it was to protect its nest. Nothing wrong with that, but boy, was it passionate about what it was doing. And me, if I didn't admit that I was a little taken aback, even scared, I'd be lying. The plover did what it could to defend its young ones, and it succeeded in making me take a backward step, with clown-like action accessories thrown in for free. You know, in ancient Greece, people were remembered not by what they had achieved, or even by who they were, but by the single question, did they have passion? Success appeared to be measured by the size of the person's passion, and not by the size of the mountain that moved as a result. How interesting. Can I encourage you this week to bring forth similar passion? Like the plover, it may be for your family, or it may be for a noble pursuit, or it may be for something incredibly private, but no less significant. It could be at work or it could be at play. It might even be just for you. Either way, the passion of the plover scared me and got me stepping back and retreating. It beat me that day. Who knows what will retreat or surrender if we face life with the same kind of passion? Maybe only just for the satisfaction of dignity or self-esteem, but may I encourage you, squawk if you have to, fly up and down at the obstruction or stomp menacingly in the direction of the opposition. Who knows, you may in fact move mountains, or in this case, protect something or someone well worth our love and our affection. Or in my case, Jackie Chan's monkey. See you next time.